Well, you've heard us mentioning the new Newshounds intern, Oliver.
Well, now we want to make the introduction official. Oliver, or Ollie when he's a good boy, is a 5.5-month-old Shih Tzu. He comes from the same breeder as our beloved Esty and Lola, so he's a distant cousin to the original Newshounds team. He and Louie are best buds at work and at home, so Oliver is fitting right into his new role and will hopefully graduate from intern to full-time canine correspondent in the months to come. He is a character, I'll tell you
Mark,
that.
he is so cute.
Yeah, he's got a haircut since then, so it's a little different, but he is a great guy. So let's see what these two came up with.
Without further ado, here's this week's edition of the Newshounds Now update.
Here's the Newshounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, zooming chimps.
A springing baby giraffe.
And why so blue?
But first, they're on the move again, this time for Restaurant Week in Chicago. Tilly, Olivia, and Dolores, 3 Magellanic penguins from the Shed Aquarium, are exploring Shaw's Crab House. The trip added physical exercise and variety to the Penguins' day as part of their overall welfare plan. The visit also highlighted Restaurant Week and encouraged restaurants to consider reducing our single-use plastic footprint in order to protect aquatic life. The crab house was closed to the public during the Penguins field trip and was sanitized afterwards.
A 4-month-old giraffe named Kendi made his public debut at the Indianapolis Zoo this week. This is Kendi's first trip outside with the herd, and he wasted no time exploring his surroundings. The male reticulated giraffe was born to first-time mom Kidda on November 8th. These giraffes are native to Africa and are sensitive to wet and cold weather, so they only get to go outside when weather permits. And for Kendi, it's a whole new world out there.
We humans may be tired of video calls, but chimps at 2 Czech zoos are just starting to enjoy their new live online link-up. To make up for the lack of interaction with visitors, the chimpanzees at one safari park and another at a zoo in Brno can now watch one another's daily lives on giant screens. There are no mute button disasters as the sound is off, but there has already been plenty of interest in what the distant cousins are up to since the project got underway last week.
Finally, 3 dogs threw a wild party in Rio de Janeiro. The owner of these colorful characters wakes up in the morning to a neighbor's call informing her that her steps and pets are all blue. She discovers her furry friends had a fiesta with some paint on the back balcony.